Hello there. I've had some contact from Michele Worden, who has queried some of the things I've been saying in the video with regard to the North Wales Hospital, and felt that they didn't make sense, and that it's important to get the right information out there. And I absolutely agree. I was just going by things reported on the BBC, and obviously these FOI responses in and of themselves, they certainly didn't say that these units were not what we thought they were at Glan Clwyd and Wrexham Maelor. If you just do a general search on Google, it says that they were both offering level 3 care. You've got this BBC report saying that they're offering level 3 care at both those units. But Michele is saying that that's not correct, that Wrexham Maelor was a level 2 unit. It's never been a level 3 and is now a level 1, which is right. It's an SCBU, SCBU. It talks about Bangor Betsi Hospital, but I didn't mention that. But Glan Clwyd was a sort of level 3, Michele says, but in reality was more like a level 2 plus unit. I'm not really sure what the distinction is there. Michele says in 2015, North Wales restructured because they didn't want two level 2 units within the same region, which is why Wrexham was downgraded to a level 1. I have no idea why the health board on your FOIs would say that they were level 3 units downgraded to level 2. That was the premise of my question to them, because that's what I thought was understood by everyone, because that's what the reporting is. If you look at this, I'll link the BBC article where it says, let me call it up again. Just pause a minute. So just to take, for example, there's a BBC article, I'll put the link in the description bar. And this is from 2014, February. It's in the build-up. So it says in November 2013, this is from the article, talking about the Carwyn Jones. He says he overturned a decision to transfer specialist care for some very poorly and premature babies in North Wales to England. In other words, they had been being sent to England. He overturned that decision that they should be transferred. But he said some babies needing the highest care level will go to Arrow Park on the Wirral, which was that agreement that I mentioned. This was criticised by the Royal College of Nursing, etc. He says, but this is in the BBC report from 2014, currently specialist, and then in brackets, level 3 neonatal care is offered at both Wrexham Maelor and Glan Clwyd, the only hospitals in North Wales to do so. So that's what it says in BBC report of 2014. And Michele is now saying that, well, that's not the case, that Glan Clwyd was the level 2 plus. I'm not quite sure what that means. And that Wrexham Maelor was never offered level 3. So so according to Michele, and also a nurse that she knows who moved to work at Glan Clwyd, this isn't correct then. So do we infer from that the whole of North Wales never offered any level 3 care at all, and that babies needing level 3 care always were sent to England then, or another part of Wales? Is that what we're meant to conclude? I just don't know. I'm very confused by it now, because I'm not arguing with what Michele said at all, obviously not. She's going to know, isn't she? But it does seem to be, why is all this reporting here? There seems to be a mixture of maybe the people who are reporting it don't really understand the terms level 1, 2 and 3 then, including the BBC report, which is quite possible, isn't it? I don't want to put the wrong information out there. I've been going by what's out there. I thought it would have been quite clear what they're saying, and you could rely on it, but perhaps you can't rely on anything that's been reported at all. Now, there's another link which I could put in the description bar from the North Wales administrator, which talks about intensive care for neonatal units for babies aged over 27 weeks could be shut at either Wrexham Hospital or Glan Clwyd, with services transferred to the other hospital. Now, that figure of 27 weeks, and it says intensive care, but are they sort of describing level 2 units when they're saying that? I don't know. And then there's this statement I found from Carwyn Jones, the First Minister of Wales at the time, talking about existing acute hospital sites. I'm very confused. I don't know if that's the case, what Michelle's saying. I'm not saying. And I've passed that information on. Well, yeah, I passed that information on to Anouk Curry now. So, but anyway, it seems as though the reporting is wrong then, and everything that's on the internet about it. So if you look if you put in the internet what was it's just obviously basing it on that BBC report and other reports that it was level 3. So, but the outstanding question is, historically, where were babies going that needed level 3 care, that lived across the whole of this really massive North Wales area? The Betsi Cadwaladr is one of the biggest health board areas. So, and there's no level 3 provision in that whole area. So, are we to infer from what Michelle's saying that they were always sent to England or another part of Wales? Is that where they went? I don't know. I think that's something else to find out. They were always sent there. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm very confused at the moment, but I wanted to put that out there because Michelle has contacted me with what she's saying is that what I've said in the previous videos isn't correct, and I want to correct it if it isn't correct. But I'd like an answer to that question though from anybody. That, well, where did babies go from that North Wales area who needed level 3 care? Did they always just go to? Were they always going to Arrow Park then, or Liverpool Women's Hospital? I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll copy Michelle's what she said as well into the description bar. Thank you very much. I wanted to update it, but I'm not sure where it leaves us. Yeah. And thanks very much to Michele Worden for correcting this. Well, I don't know why it's been reported in the way it has. So, but thanks for putting us straight then about this. I still would like to know where all the babies needing that highest level of care from North Wales went. As a rule, then, did they just all go to the Cheshire network? Thanks very much, and thank you to Michelle for that, and I'll put the details down below. Thank you.